been something I forgot, but you know. Change my intro and everything. Now introducing fun high-res mode, where Finn. Latest update includes a high-res mode that removes the sort of like PlayStation, Sega Saturn look of the game, which I might fuck around and find out with. The updates also apparently like fix up certain levels that they thought had sections. I'm also just going right into it. Certain sections that broke the flow of the game. So I'll see if I can like physically notice that myself. Wait. Remember, I can actually take damage as this character. It's the other funny birdie I can't take damage as. Oh! Abby! Thanks for the heckin' 46 months! Fuck yeah! Hope everyone's in chat doing well. Also, I'm going to say this game, it absolutely would deserve to be on the Game Award thing that's going on right now. Cause game good. Game real good. Oh no. But as long as they don't die, this won't be an issue. Game feels weird looking with the high res filter on, you know? Can I go the actual way? Yep, we are now funny bird game. Think I can make this jump? No! Oh shit! I'm going for Essence. I gotta restart it. I'm so sad. That nearly worked. I even did the funny like big jump maneuver to get myself a little extra height. I believe I can fly. I believe I could touch the sky. God, I have not thought about that song in so long. It's song from Space Jam. God. Redoing this game seems like it could honestly be fun. Like, just I'm crying! Why does... How? How do things like that? What? How? Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. It's the only... That's actually the only Fast and the Furious movie I've ever seen. Tokyo Drift specifically. I've watched literally no other Fast and the Furious movie. Whoa, game. There you go. Yeah, exactly. Road work ahead. Boy, I sure hope it does. I don't think there's any baubles underneath. Yeah. There are baubles up here, okay. That's a fun segment to do, try and do fast. Completely missed the enemies, but you know. God, I'm so used to Hana's movement still. This bird's movement does feel a little funky. Mainly because of the, like, smaller jumps. Easy game. Easy baby game for babies. Such transport. Very speed, much commune. Commute, not commune, commute. Funny bird. Easy. 2-2 I know is one of the stages that got adjusted a bit. I don't know the specifics of how it got adjusted. Ooh, I might actually... Could be a real... No, wait, I'm thinking of the candy level. This isn't the candy level. Very explicitly, not the candy level. We are very much on a beach, Lena? I just thought about the rolling pins again. Woo. Okay, there we go. Love using the sword to collect. Screw it up! Best show on television this time. Oh, there's a bobble over there. Oh. This optional? Where am I going? Is this... What? Okay, yeah. I have not internalized the optional routes just yet. I'll just fall in, you know? Cause that's a funny option. Cause I'm free falling. I still cannot get over just how fun it is to just go in this game. Ah, shit. I love these trees just floating. I love how video game this thing can be, you know? Lots of platformers nowadays try and justify why platforms are the way they are. This game's just like, yeah, there's this, you know, shit floating. Shrug. And you know what? I love that for it. And you can expect it to fall true. That's every day of my life, honestly. And unlock my speedrun soul. Yeah. It's amazing I never did become like a Paper Mario speedrunner, seeing as how much I played that game as a child, trying to get faster and faster. Like, you'd imagine that translated into me wanting to speedrun the game, but it never really did for some reason. Of course, I feel like I should create a new category. Now, hear me out. I feel like there should be a category where you, the instant you can put this logo badge on, you have to... No! You have to put it on. And the entire game, you just move this logo badge on. I think that'd be a funny category. Also, I'm very much looking forward to doing a Paper Mario randomizer tomorrow. As my funny birthday stream. Cause hey, tomorrow my birthday. Look forward to it, please. Cries. I will be at birthday tanuki soon. No other baubles. Yes! Tomorrow is in fact a birthday. There's a weird emphasis on there. What's up, Finn? I didn't think I landed that. There's nothing up there for me. Oh yeah! My birthday is right in the middle of my birth month. Since yeah, my whole thing on Twitter is just birth month. The month of giving birth. The reason reasonably, you could call them, like, once again, November is the month where all the, Valentine's babies are born. So, you know, reasonably speaking, you could just call November a birth month. What's wrong, Finn? Is this optional out? I feel like I ask that every 5 seconds. You can't remember it? You just went and then wasn't me saying that you could reasonably call November a birth month? Am I just missing 10 baubles somewhere? Where the fuck am I? I feel like I had this issue on as Hana as well. Where the fuck? I don't think I meant to make this, but no! I wasn't getting an S rank anyway, so you know. Oh! Shit. Is this the are these the baubles I'm missing? November's a birth month because it's the month 9 months after Valentine's Day. Still missing 5. Legitimately don't know where I'm missing those 5. Which is the biggest issue I'm having. Not knowing where those 5 even were. Ah! I wanna try that stage again. And just keep an eye out for where I could be missing things. Let's really be thorough this time. Could it be like somewhere along this path, maybe? Are there any baubles down here? No, doesn't seem so. A bunch of dudes to kill. It's so weird seeing this funny little platform here with nothing like attached to it. Missed the enemy, but you know, it doesn't matter. It's also very weird that this leads to nowhere. Oh wait, it leads to this. I found out where I missed the baubles. very explicitly wrong when I say that leads to nowhere. Yep, and that's exactly 5 baubles. That's where the last 5 were. Okay. Oop. There we go. Now I just need to not die, Lamau. Just gotta shmoo. Be one with the shmovement, you know? I forget which tree you land on after... I think I land on one of the bluish purple one. Should jump out earlier, honestly. Just thinking like small things I could do for movement optimization. Cause that's fun to think. Yep. Deposit me on there. Might as well drop it because that's way faster. I should not be missing like one stray little funny bauble now. I think there's one along the path to the finish line. Please. Yep, there it is. Easy. Easy game. I don't need to kill those. Easy. I don't actually realize the changes that happen in 2-2. I know 3-2's noticed to also have a some change to it. Let's jump over the thin platforming section. Best to just not deal with it, you know? Also, they fixed a bug with the music in 5.2, which I believe is the one that's just starts out completely silent. So I'm glad it was in fact that being the case. There are no baubles over here. Gotcha. Doing all of this with the bird that can't attack, though, will be absolute hell. The bird that cannot attack and dies in one hit. Kept an eye out. Oh, wait. Kept even more of an eye out. Nothing else. Go. Hard to tell how many jumps is needed with this character. Whew. That felt rad. Yeah! I love games that let you carry momentum like that so much. It's the best feeling. What changes happened to 3-2 now? Oh, I actually don't know what happens if I don't keep the meter on the other meter for an amount of time. Wait, one more bubble. Go. Whew. I just skipped over that a little bit. Oh well. Playing it safe right now. Trying to keep an eye out for enemies while also keeping an eye on the meter is actually very tough. Because I want to focus on the meter, but then there's like multiple enemies right ahead of me. I could do that, but there are baubles down here. You know, if I was doing like any percent, that'd be rad to do. But in this case, I'm all S rank percent. I'm gonna collect all those first, just in case, you know, and then go. Okay, I heard myself hit a jump button there, and I was worried that might fuck up with automated segment, because, you know, that's a very real thing that happens in games with automated segments. However, collecting that in advance actually would be a nice speed trick. Because then you can just why did my attack not hit that? Fucked up. Gotta keep an eye out for the enemies now. I was thinking to myself, I know there's something off the usual path on one of these to get my health back. Whew. looking around to see if that balloon leads anywhere. No! Okay. That thing just legitimately tried murdering me. Oh. No. Yes! No! No! Ah! No! I'm crying. I accidentally hit jump and I fucking... You know the thing I said I was hitting a jump, fucking up automated segments? Too much speed. Oh, I cannot believe that. Shit. I'm so sad. I attacked way too early. The things I do for S rank. There we go. Easy as that. Well, I'm not dead, so you know. Taking damage means nothing, only dying means anything. You can use this advice in real life, I think? I'm not sure. I need to ask legal advising about that, my lawyer. Collect these in advance so I can do a funny speed trick. You don't know which way would be faster to do that, thinking about it. He's one of my jumps early, but oh well. Need to be careful about hitting jump into those things, so... Gathering funny little baubles. Hi there, I said Lilith in the obviously most audible, clear way I could possibly could. Eep, eep, eep. Haha. Oh god. I am speed. Whew. Lilith is fun to say. I just sometimes don't know how to speak, you know? Sometimes words impossible. Yeah, it's moving around at the speed of burp. Let's jump over. The obstacles get hit by the enemy, you know. Whew. Get my one little extra bit of health back. Okay, yep, I've got this then. I just need to not make the same fuck up I did before. I know how to not make the same fuck up as before. Woo! Easiest way to not fuck up the little boost panels is to just not use it. Oh yeah, this game is immaculate. I'm playing as a bonus character. Funny little bird. Which I think is from another game? Because I know the Tori, another of the characters, is explicitly from another, like, game by somebody else. Like a Game Jam game. Ah! Easy. No. I thought to myself, this is not going well. The first jump already completely fucked the rhythm up. My desire for speed is going to be my undoing. I think I missed that bobble back there. So you know what? It's good that it restarted. Maybe I didn't. But I'm going to pretend I did my first go. And decide now that the reset was a good thing ultimately. There we go. Oh, this is the optional way out, yeah. Here you go, Tori's like, why? Why? I didn't want to hit 2 checkpoints. I want to hit restart level. Okay, that I felt cheated out of. That platform very explicitly pushed me out of the way. Ow. Okay. I was very much hoping my attack had the range. Now I need to be careful. Yeah, give me that gate. My attack would not go where I wanted it to be, but oh, well. This taste is still just so tasty. Here we go. No. Yeah, oh god, I forgot that that's just a pit. I keep forgetting it's just a... I'm gonna assume there's no bobbles back there. Lena completely avoiding a death pit by sheer accident. Double checking there's no bobbles back. My... Whew! Wasn't even scared for a second. Why would I ever be scared? I've never been scared in my life. But never once in my life have I ever been scared. Best way to handle that segment, honestly. Where the bobbles at? I'm missing what? 5 again? 5 is gonna quickly become my least favorite number. What the fuck did I miss? I need to like double check that funny little extra segment up there. And no, the little funny extra zone isn't around here, so... Hitting restart level. I'm here to S-rank everything. I've committed to this idea. Going to be very thorough. Check every nook and cranny. Check every nook's cranny from Animal Crossing. Those don't look like there's back there. And ask all my friends to open up their islands so I can look, check everyone's nook's cranny. So... platforming in this is still just... It's one of the best feeling platformers I've played. And I'm somebody who loves platformers. This game just feels immaculate. Still a very big recommend for me. And it's only like $5 bucks. You know? No, well, come on. See any bobbles over there? This feels like a zone where I could easily miss out on a bobble if I'm not careful. There's just so much visually here. That segment you just have to like trust the beat a lot of the time. I grab the checkpoint just for the health. I don't see any bobbles around there. Remember this segment? I nearly really fucked up. I believe there is... Oh! If you really want to, you can do a top-down camera, huh? I think that's a thing that they added recently. No, thank you. I found out where I missed it. I was... No! Okay, wait. Let me get that gate over there first. Yeah, this is where I was missing the 5. Whew. I don't trust these drilling pins for a gosh dang second. There we go. Whew. Right. Oh. Oh. Did it. Oh, goodness gracious. Stressful, stressful. That full of Pelk meme, but full of stress. This Tanuki can fit so much stress inside of her. Hehe, the air stall. Let's go. Oh, funny little dude. There seems to be no funny little baubles on that segment over there. Oh, I didn't have my attack for that. I was working with one left jump. I could have... But I don't really need to even fuck around with this segment at all. To really reset the rhythm. No bobbles here. That's for nothing. Let's go underneath them, honestly. Ah, shit. No! I knew I was like very slightly off rhythm there, and I should have taken a moment to try and resync myself with it. But I thought I'd be able to do that later. I know the rhythm of the swaps is with my jump. What? Don't need to interact with that at all. Don't interact with the platforming here in any capacity. No! Oh, I thought I very gently skimmed over the top of that platform. Bird did not want to land. Oh. I keep barely not landing. And that's very both frustrating and saddening. Also fear-inducing. Hey. You know, that's my funniest thing I've done. Let's go to something on this. Ooh, let's be extra careful there. At that time I decided to reset my little pacing there, and it worked out for me. Double checking around. That segment felt different, but I'm not sure if I just don't remember. No, yeah, there's one set of rolling pins are gone. The middle set is just completely gone. Eradicated. And honestly, I am glad. No. 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 Found it! Video gaming! Oh. Video gaming. I want to put... I actually do prefer how the game looks a little crunchitized, you know? I like how in the past notes, the definitely was begrudging in adding a high-res mode. And it's fun seeing that game, you know, this game with, you know, smooth everything, but... it has a very nice crunch to it, you know? Sometimes you want something a little crunchy. Oh, thanks Twitch for saying welcome to the chat room. Sounds like Twitch is being functional today. Yeah, getting funked on. Hey. There we go. Ah! I did not register the enemy being there. I love these segments are just so much fun, just being launched from thing to thing. This is not meant for this character's jump height. I'm pretty sure these are just one-to-one the location for Hana's collectibles. What happened to my attack? I got funked on there. I thought my attack had hit them. I'm amazed it didn't, honestly. Yeah, getting funk in there. First of all, damn girl, how do you manage to get it in there? Second of all, yeah, that's going to cause issues. Going to immediately have to take a shower, you know. Keep overestimating how far my attacks can reach. Oh wait, that's a bobble. Uh-oh. There we go. Help! My attacks just keep not hitting where I think they were going to hit. And it just keeps happening. At least I know I get a gate right here, so... Doing the little attack jump maneuver... a maneuver at least extends my collecting hitbox. Fucking fuck shit fuck. Oh. That segment just is so not meant for this character. I was trying to figure out a good pacing with the little attack jump, but I couldn't find... You didn't even begin to approach me! What? The ultimate maneuver, just not pay attention to me! I was like, okay, I'm gonna attack here because this thing most likely will take like a step or two towards me. But no, it just stood there. Also, I just now realized that the bauble's colors actually are randomized. Because specifically, that floating bauble I had recognized by color the previous go. And I realized it went from being like the blue to red. I don't know why that specific one I fixated on the color for. I saw a lot of baubles in the air. I hope there's another segment that shows me through those ones. Come on now. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm going through the ones I thought. Yeah, yep. Whew. At least baited those two enemies down there as well. Oh my, I did not regain my attack fast enough there. I could have taken that entire segment even faster. Hey, wait a fucking moment. I definitely missed out on something. Like an entire section of video gaming. I think my gut instinct when I thought I had missed something big earlier was actually super correct. Ooh. Now I'm going to be even more thorough in searching. Just going to keep an eye out for everything I can now. Ooh. Over here. Not forgetting those. Oh, not slipping off and dying there. I know I hit that down the line, so that's not a thing I have to worry about. I think this segment a little sloppy, but double check stuff down here. Seem to be any baubles. Make that mistake still. Oh shit! I can get back to that segment of video gaming. Easy enough. I realize there's a spot I need to jump off early. That. I don't know if this is everything I was missing, but there is a lot of baubles up here. Oh yeah, that's definitely where I was missing all the baubles, I think. I like how I say definitely, followed by I think. Go. Yeah, I'm feeling very confident now. Yep, and here are the last two. Oh. I'm glad I was able to like jump back to a previous section of stage. Or does it still start full silent? I wonder. I guess this section, it being full silent for the first section, was completely intended. That feels incredibly weird. Shit. Did not react to that mushroom appearing in any capacity. That mushroom just kind of appeared like, oh, neat mushroom, cool mushroom. Which is honestly me when I see most mushrooms. Right. I'm just going to do that entire segment over and make sure I remember to jump for that little water thing again. This time with music. I landed here, and then... Okay, yeah, it's spat me out at the entrance of where... of the segment. At least I can do shit like that fast. it's not in this segment. It's this segment right here. That's for like a handful of baubles. I do enjoy hearing only the beat, though. I thought I'd have more air control. Got that green on that, yeah. Whew. Whew, okay. Just slashing second. I'm not going to finish my statement. You can try and imagine why I was slashing often. Fill in the blank yourself. I refuse. Oh. This segment feels optional with the way the gate is situated. Never mind. Fucking that's the very consistent issue I do have with this game. I'm like, oh, the gate must be marking the way forward, so I'm going to go the other way, because why would the gate be marking an optional path instead, you know? And then I get locked in a one-way thing. It's the most minor of complaints, all things considered. But man, you know? Yeah. Not having to worry about collectibles does seem like a fun way to do this game, though, because there's fun little ways around segments that normally like require you to take if you want to get an S rank because of the baubles. Going to collect those. Nearly got them all in one swing. Panic. Did I skip? I don't think I skipped an optional segment. balance pad I'm still, like, confused on. This takes me to a different path. I think it's a... Yeah, I didn't... Is it optional? Okay. Just making sure I have everything in the funny little hub area. Okay. Just shove so many baubles in these stages, in the later stages. Keep an eye out on the enemies. Yeah. Oh. Being so careful right now. Wow, that felt super fucked up, but okay. Did it. Woo! I would not have wanted to restart that level. Such a long level. Let's go right over the enemy. Admittedly, it hasn't been as hard as I thought it was going to be to get everything. I also think this character is just a little bit easier. You know, if all the obscene amount of jumps I have access to. Definitely helps out. The funny little tiny bird is going to be my issue though. I'll probably focus on S ranking Kana completely before that. I think that funny other birdie also just doesn't have extra jumps, but I might be wrong. I don't remember it having any additional jumps. The main issue is just didn't actually no attacks. No attacks with 1 health. That enemy can chase me all at once. Ugh. You know what? Let's walk. Oh, okay. Sacrificing integrity just so I don't die on the spot trying to run. Uh-oh. Ooh. Ooh. One. I can backtrack this and... Never mind, there's a tiny, small little pit I didn't even physically see there that I managed to slip into. So, you know? Sure, fine. Let's assume that I missed one way earlier in the stage and I had to reset, you know? That's what happened. Oh, I cannot believe I managed that little whoopsie doodles. It also seems incredibly on brand for me, so you know. Ooh. How did I do all that so fast? I got so scared at the very end. I actually think I legitimately did miss that bobble my first go around. Like, no lie, actually. But we'll see. If I beat that ending segment with 170, then I think I legitimately did miss that singular one. I didn't need to. That feels so cool to do, by the way. No, I'm so upset. Why can't I talk about how cool I am without instantly dying? The world is so unfair. I don't deserve this treatment. Are you kidding me? Does have to be cool again. As easy as that. Be even cooler than before. I know, I think I legit did miss that one. I think when I first go around there, I just bolt it down the middle. That's so nerve-wracking to do. Okay, you know, that wasn't cool. One day I'll be confident to run up that entire segment. But today's not that day. I can just feel my chest tighten up as I, like, slowly walk up that segment. It does have a little timer. You can see it up on the top left. This game definitely feels like it's well suited for speedrunning, though. And it even records PBs and calls them PBs as well with each individual character. Okay, yeah, the first time I was in here, I was in fact missing one. This time I just have to not fall into any pits. It doesn't matter if I take damage. But right now I'm deciding to do 100% stuff, so can't really focus on speed as much. Like, obviously you still want to go fast while collecting everything, but it becomes a bit tougher. It's not that hard, admittedly. Just getting all of these funny little collectibles. And then not dying. Not dying is part of that, because if you die once, you're no longer S rank. Thankfully, speed is not calculated towards ranking. So despite being a game that wants you to go fast, they're like, we're not going to rank the player on speed, which I can appreciate. Yeah, it's a little rough. I can understand why. Because your ranking is based off how many collectibles you collect. In this case, this character collects baubles. And how many times you've died. How did I not get up there? It just kind like rubbed her face against her. I was like, yeah, you know, I'll get up another day. That happens to me so much. I either talk about how cool I'm feeling in the game or just how nice the game feels or just some shit like that. And then suddenly the game's like, anyways, you're dying now. I was like, oh, okay, I understand, bye. Have a nice day, video game. Ooh. Anyways, I'm basically close to where I was already. That's a huge reason why it doesn't like feel like it matters that much, because you just move in this game. Look at my attack. And yeah, I'm already back here. Just gotta be a little more careful now. No bobbles on either side, are there? There's no bobbles there either. Enemies are lucky that killing them doesn't count towards the rank in any capacity. Ooh. There we go. I felt like I was about to just not make that jump in any capacity. No. Oh god, I recovered that somehow. Holy shit. Okay. No, 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 fuck! Oh god! Oh, that reel just... I wasn't prepared for that reel. And that reel's just like, yeah, anyways, if you don't jump in time, die. Oh, okay. Oh man, I was so close. I just have to get there even faster than before. Same thing as last time, I missed that one. Okay, there we go. Could have just jumped right on the red platform from up there. Go. There we go. Easy as that. I'm going to like really double check around here though. I could very... well be missing something. Okay, there was absolutely nothing around there. Go. This just makes me think of a level in Mario Sunshine, the little turbo flood section. Okay. Okay. Last four area, I think, or along this path. Yup, there's the last one. Okay. Ooh, easy, easy. Ah! That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter, at least. I find it very funny I managed to just not hit them once again. How does this... Oh! Oh, this is a new stage! I didn't play this as a tanuki! Is this a reference to this character's game? Because I know this character's from, like, her own game. You like set up like a Spyro level. Oh hell yeah! I wouldn't doubt it. Fucking look at her. Thank you. I'm on the last level as this character. Having gotten S ranks all over, so. I still would not doubt it. This level's neat looking. Oh. No unique, theme for the level, but that's okay. God, this wouldn't make for such a cool, like, Banjo-Kazooie themed 3D platforming, honestly. Or Spyro. Because the level design actually reminds me more of Spyro than Banjo-Kazooie, in a way. Very specifically, Spyro 2. I've been enjoying it a lot. I continue to really enjoy this game. Like, this is a game I will continue to just recommend to anyone and everyone I can. Cause it's like $5 and incredible. I feel like I'm finding ways around of how they actually to go through those platforms. I think that's how I'm meant to get to where I'm trying to get to. And also, for those that weren't here earlier, today or the other day they put out a patch that includes a high-res mode in case, you know, you're not one for the visual, like, PlayStation 1 Sega Saturn look. You can just remove that. Wonder what that little glowing thing's all about over there. Is that the name of the game, The Big Catch? I'll look into it. Yeah, you know, I was Team Grass, but I'm happy for Big Man. I was Team Grass, but I was more than happy with having Shiver lose. Okay, I see what's happening. That lit up something over there. Oh, every little segment has its own unique music. That's what we're working with here. You play as a fisherman rabbit person. Ooh, that sounds very fun. Oh. It's Big Man time. Incredible, that was just a complete sweep. I feel bad for Fry. Now Fry is the one that's completely down and out. Because I don't know how the rock, paper, scissors one went. But it doesn't feel like she's had a singular point at any time. Because she gotten like even 1 point. Gotcha. That, you know, that's nice at least. Yeah, me too. I, however, will always... I play true to my heart. I choose whatever I think is either the correct option or the funniest option. Which is why I chose Team Gear last time. Because that was the funniest option to me. I just thought that was a fun option to choose. Team Grass, it's me, Lena. I love grass types. Like, hello? Like, fun fact, I am not choosing the grass starter in Scarlet and Violet. But, you know... Because Fuecoco is such a little baby. I love Fuecoco. Team Mankind knew that it cannot change society. Big Man would be Team Heaven or Hell, let's rock. That's super fair. I've divulged in a lot of leaks, and the game looks good. I'll say, not spoiling anything, but the way the game looks from the leaks, like visually, looks way better than the trailers make it look. The colors have more pop to them. I feel like the trailers have not been doing the game's graphics right in any capacity. And that's the most I'll say on the leaks. Because that's a non-spoiler. Yeah. Woo-hoo! I would say this segment isn't neat and all, but definitely when you have no horizontal movement tool, it feels weird. It's near a proof of concept level, honestly, though. But I'd love to see if they added, a horizontal movement option, if, how this would feel, honestly. Like, just some, not even a dash, just something to move a little faster. Because I'm thinking, well, I guess, yeah, I'm thinking like Spyro's run or Banjo-Kazooie's trot walk. There's something to. Hi! I loved you! But definitely, this game wasn't designed around being like this. It's just a fun little extra thing. I think specifically for this character, because Ahana, the main character, the Tanuki, did not have this level. I'm fine with this as it is. Okay. No. That's a dumb little segment. I'm going to say, I'm going to finish this. I'm going to consider S-ranking this stage at a later date now. Oh, and this is right at the finish, huh? I guess I should have figured that much. Yep. Oh well. Is this platform meant to move when all the lights haven't been activated? Thinking about it? This is the only stage this big. Like, no other stage has been, like, this big and non-linear. Especially not, like, most of the other stages are super linear, which is completely fine in a platforming, mind you. Yeah. Makes me think of collectathons. Like, I've mentioned it multiple times, but Banjo-Kazooie, Spyro, those games. I love those games. Go. It's funny, because why am I bothering collecting everything if I'm not gonna S-rank this time? I guess might as well just to know where everything is for the future. The stage is... yeah. Whew. Why was that one already lit up? That's weird. I don't think... yeah, I haven't been around here yet, so why was that one already lit up? There is so much stage in this level. Oh, that one's not activated yet, though. Oop. I can definitely get that vibe. It's, this song is normally done on the, like, rhythm stage, because there's, like, a stage where, platforms come and go on a little rhythm. Which is... It's just like, fucking Mario Galaxy, that one stage in Mario Galaxy. Not Switch Flip, because that's the one that happens when you spin. There's so much everywhere. Woo! Easy. This stage better actually be the one stage where, death don't matter, but I doubt it. Is there anything else over here, or they just dared to be there? Seems like they were just there to be there. Today I had to fight the urge to start up the Paper Mario randomizer, since I'm planning that tomorrow for my birthday stream. It's very exciting, the idea of... You know what? They can live! Yeah, tomorrow! Birthday stream, Paper Mario randomizer. I've taken a peek at some settings I can put on that, and it seems very fun. You're gonna have to hope the game doesn't give me the Slogo badge at any moment, so I don't put it on, you know? If I see that Slogo badge... Woo! God, it'll be so funny. I theoretically can make it so I start with this logo badge. But I'm not gonna do that. As funny as that would, in fact, be. The lights are all lit. Recover health here. What? You really chased me down that intensely, you funky little umbrella. I know there's a few baubles back there. I'm backtracking over here to collect them. There's one more step down. God, yeah, no, missing one on here would be terrible. enemy or a bobble I see all the way back there. Must have been an hallucination. It looked... Something vaguely looked either enemy-shaped or bobble-shaped, but I don't see it from any vantage point. So I'm gonna think I'm just saying Metal Gear Solid, like, fucking... What are these footprints? Whose footprints are these? Whose footprints are these? As they go in circles? Well, I'm missing 22 somewhere. Since I have 2 resets, I'm going to assume it's not that big of a deal because I would never have gotten... I have 3 resets, I would have never gotten S rank. I have 4 resets. Oh, this segment just blows ass. I love this game. That is a not fun segment. I don't know what lighting all those things up did for me, reasonably speaking. Funny little castle in the back. Yeah. I'll worry about that off stream. I don't have everything as Hana, so... S is... Ooh! Happy to play as funny little Tanuki again. Just have to make sure to not die now. I miss her. I miss her funny little spin. Oh, I'm going to have to like rewrite my brain. I don't have... I'm so used to all my funny little jumps. I don't have all my funny little jumps anymore. But I do have this. Like I had a maneuver similar to that as a bird, but nothing as like intensely high. Go. What if I did the big jump, if that'd be possible? Since it does feel like a lot of my speed is gone after the first jump. So if that's the case, I couldn't just maximize how much height and speed I get by doing one good big jump. But as the other bird, I could just like make a joke of that segment. Yeah, I have to respect it a little more. Ooh. Ooh-wee. Actually, straight ahead is the non-optional segment. I so badly wanted to just go down the middle, but then I realized, oh, I'm not the funny bird. This is not as free to do. Whew. There we go. Anna's attack definitely just feels better though. And I know where the last bit is, because the stage thinks it's a funny little joker. I think it's a joker, maybe. And just refuse to interact with the rest of that section. Oh. Ooh, that D in resets. Oh yeah, I'll have to be way more careful. I'm not a funny little bird. I can't bail myself out as easily anymore. Hi, Thomas! Whew. Oh, you are, well... Okay. What's that to this funny little dude? Oh, yeah. That's a nice visual way of realizing how much more height you gain from the funny super jump thing. I don't know if that actually has a technical term to it in this game. That's a thing to test out in a completely different play through. If I could just like super jump all the way to that funny little platform. Oh. Oh. I should have done a little spin. Whew. Careful. I am playing this so safely. So safely. I didn't. Okay, I know they just outright removed the middle set of rolling pins, and I'm very glad for that. Because I did notice in the little update thing they fixed up a few levels, and this was a noted one. And I'm so glad the middle set of rolling pins are gone, because they just felt bad. I feel like I'm missing. Doesn't matter how many I'm missing. I slipped right between. The entire train of thought did not matter. There we go. It's fun when you have like the rhythm to shit like that, how confident you can move. What? There's no cranes up there. I thought I could do a funny maneuver. That's my funny maneuver to not deal with that segment. I don't, there's not enough segments of like that where it's like literally every beat. So the pacing on that one's still foreign to me. Wait. Whew. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, I'm so sad. I'm now flubbing up easy stuff because I'm trying to go really fast. There we go. Whew. The issue is going fast in this game just feels very nice. Oh, I didn't get my jump refresh. I'm going to double check. I don't think this gives any cranes, but I'm going to double check just in case. Yeah. That was the riskiest check I could have done, because that legitimately that double red segment is actually incredibly fucked. Man, no. I was so confident after S-ranking everything as a bird so easily. And I was like, oh, I'm going to like have just as easy of a time with Hana now. Turns out having a bajillion and a half jumps does in fact make this game significantly easier. Well, all my confidence was gone there. Okay. My least favorite segment now. Oh, I hate it! I hate it! I hate it so much! I don't know how to time it. No. I'm going to take a sip of water. I have not taken a sip in the past 2 hours. Honestly, abnormal Lena behavior, not chugging water. Okay. There you go. It's like when I have everything down, I feel so cool. Sometimes moving with too much confidence. Oh. There's just sometimes where I expect my jump to already be refreshed. Okay. Well, I don't know how to explain how long it took me to have movement after getting hit there. I was like pressing so many directions, but the hit stun was so long that I just didn't move. Ugh. want to land faster. I want to land faster. Just give me a Tetris instant drop mechanic. I like how I'm comparing platforming mechanic. I want to Tetris. Like, Tetris is onto something with instant drop. You know, that's all I gotta say. Not even a ground pound, that's an instant drop. There we go. So... a little more patient now. There we go. Whew. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Gonna like double check all around me to make sure I'm not forgetting any funny little cranes around. Okay. Oh, I did it! Level down. That took me way longer than it had any right to. Okay. Way longer than it had any right to. Easy game. But the music in the stage still fucks so hard. Remember that after one of these, I have to jump towards a funny little purple right here. Right at this bend. And I think the main reason I had all the retries was just trying to find all the letters. What? Yep. Easy. This one only has, it only has a one death because of one time I tried doing something dumb to backtrack to a thing I missed instead of doing an entire section over. Hopefully I don't need to do entire sections over, though, because I even had to do that as a funny bird, so... Let's see how it goes. I just need to remember which segments are optional, or the, like, side paths, and which one just send me to the rest of the level. Also that. Also that. That funny little thing. React to the mushroom fast. If I don't react to that mushroom, I just die on the spot. Which this, like, apparently they fixed a bug with concerning the music on this stage. The fact that, starting with no music wasn't the bug, because I know they do the progressive music thing, but starting with no music as your progressive music thing is weird to me, still. The thing I gotta remember is just jump into that. Feel like I could have maybe just made it there, but not confident. Okay, so I'm gonna get some music now at least. I'm gonna get the beat. Okay. Make sure I don't try and do a funny double jump. Tiny ledges, my mortal nemesis.
I kicked down your door.
Hi, Ev. How you doing, hon?
I'm tired.
Hi, tired. I'm Lena. I've S-ranked mostly everything as the one funny bird that has the many jumps. I say mostly everything because that funny bird has a unique level to her that is a kind of Spyro-esque level that's more like collectathon designed, that has 900 funny collectibles to collect.
Fucked up.
And once again, you cannot die or, you know, you lose your rank. And there's one shitty platforming segment in that level near the end. So that's what I'm going to be doing on my own time, as I go back and S-rank the rest of the levels as Hana.
That makes sense.
I just have to readjust to not having 5 million jumps. Which, you know, turns out, it is a little, funky not going from having 50 billion jumps to, like, no. Technically, like, you can triple jump, because the little spin. Well, the other one, you have, like, 3 jumps in the air, and then you attack, so you can quadruple jump with her. But my funny little, I think I've noticed that funny little super jump I can do actually does gain me more height overall. Like, my jumps are higher. No! I knew... So, I fucked up my physics by double jumping into that. I shouldn't have touched any direction and I could have maybe done it. I hesitate when it comes to those, cause I never think I'm gonna enter them. I either don't think I'm going to enter them, or I think I'm going to enter them and I actually don't. And there's no in between. They are a thing that I struggle to tell where I am compared to. I'm so sad. Oh, man. Staring out at sea, man. And then someone decided to use the spin instead of my jump there. Oh, I didn't mentally register the enemy there. I was fixated on the funny little bar below me. think of that segment now done with. Now, nothing else to see I usually die on. Have you played this game at all yet, off my library?
I played, like, the first level.
How do you like it?
It was fun.
Yeah.
I have a feeling I'm not going to be nearly as good at this game as, like, you very obviously are, but to the point where I'm not planning on doing S ranks at all. It's like a nightmare.
Yeah. Some levels are a little rough to S rank in. That funny little thing. Just to get like 3 or 4 cranes. At least taking damage does nothing towards rank. You know, I can take as much damage as I want as long as I don't die. As much like card games. You know, the only health point that matters is the last one. Which many people I face with mill decks will be very upset about. Because the amount of times I win with mill with like 1 or 2 health left is absurd. And no matter the card game I'm playing, I will nearly always get the final bit of mill out with like the smallest amount of health left.
Yeah, it's almost like by destroying the other player's options, they can't really finish their combo against you and actually win the game.
This isn't even against aggro decks sometimes, Ev.
I mean, fair, but like even relatively slow burn decks have something to fill in the gap, but they can't really like send it home in a reasonable amount of time if all of their good shit is currently in their graveyard rotting in hell.
You should just be running a resurrection deck and make me cry. Dude, there are some cards in Magic the Gathering. There's like 1 or 2 cards where their effect is if it goes from your deck to the graveyard, shuffle all cards in your graveyard back into your deck. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
You deserve it. You ruined all of our plans. I'm ruined yours for once. Fucking crazy.
So with Tasha's Hideous Laughter, that's less of a problem because I know Tasha's Hideous Laughter sends cards right into exile instead. So, you know, that makes it a non-issue if cards are being sent to exile.
Oh, I know. Alright.
And Tasha's Hideous Laughter is an overall just really good mill card. Unless if I'm facing, you know, against a control deck where cards are more likely to be expensive. But generally speaking, pretty good. Still gets a lot of lands out. This is all like converted mana cost based.
That works.
Yep, it's just fuck does. That's how you're meant to do that. Easy. Easy. Oh. Oh god. Okay. top of that. Thankfully, since I did just do this as a funny bit, a lot of these locations are kind of fresh in my mind still. Since they just share all the locations together. Ooh. No. That was not a segment I could make the way I would want to make. Oh, okay. Very scary, thin platforming sections. It's funny that I can just do that, but I still need to make that jump over there for that collectible. Which is why I think if I do end up running this game, I'll do any percent over like all S ranks or whatever. Just cause of the fun little skips like that are nice and all, but if you have to S rank, you know, you're not
allowed to do those.
Yeah. Behind me. Also, because during like faster segments where I have to like maneuver around while making sure I collect everything, I'm very bad at that. I will miss a few. I'll have to do funny little circles.
Yeah. And those are a time loss.
They sure as fuck are. Easy video game. As enemies in front of me refuse to get hit by my tail. Easy video game. I only have an A ranking collectible on this one, so since I just did it as a funny bird, it should not be an issue. I hope. I shouldn't talk too much, otherwise, you know, I fall into the talk shit, get hit category of hubris. What if I really cared about hubris? I'm above the gods. Maybe better even. See? I think I actually missed one from that specific one, thinking back on it. shit! I don't think this is an optional side of things. But I'm going to continue forward and see how this goes. But I might have missed quite a bit now. I continue to struggle. Well, let's fail a jump, Lamau. And you know, you have a good and easy excuse to restart the stage and double check about missing side paths. Thankfully, that little platforming segment is very easy, actually, because of how good this game's controls are. Yeah, I missed a lot of paint on this side. By a lot, I mean like 3, but still. In the grand scheme of things, yeah. Whew. This segment I have to be very careful with. Oh, okay. Very careful. Be most careful. Okay.
I'm so
Oh, hello there, Fiona! Oh, thanks for the heck me! Oh. Can we get a funny little shout out? How did your stream go? Ooh. Hello, hello! I'm completely normal. Playing chat. Oh, what were you doing for your stream? Sounds like you were out and about. Oh, goodness gracious. Meanwhile, I'm trying my best to not have an anxiety attack over this game. Oh. Oh, it wasn't a complete disaster. That's great. Hi there, Fox. Oh. Well, welcome to my stream where I'm playing a funny little tanuki platformer. That's honestly a lot of fun. $5 on Steam and the Switch. I am here shilling this game because I find it so much fun. Did you see me save that?
Yes, I didn't know you saved it more than you fucked up and barely managed to recover.
I saved it, Ev.
You fucked up and barely managed to recover.
That's all. That's what saving is.
I mean, that shit was still entirely in your control from start to finish, so...
Yeah, and? Yeah, it's got Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, all the good vibes, honestly. They aim for like a... Well, actually, to really drive home the Sega Saturn feel, I could just put it on this mode, and you definitely get more Sega Saturn than PS1 feel. The PS1 still has some crunch. The pixels in non-high-res mode feel less, you know, Crash Bandicoot. Because that game I don't think had the crunchy pixels. That game was fairly smooth looking. Okay. It's a lot of fun. It came out like super recently. We're also just in space. This segment makes me think Klonoa. I'm a normal person after playing Klonoa once. Doesn't really matter if that didn't make the jump because I needed to be down here anyways. I'm gonna put smooth mode back on. High res mode. That a dev begrudgingly put in yesterday. He was like, sure, fine, y'all can get your high res mode. Oh, right, that laser moves like that. What? Move out of my way, you funny little laser. Ooh. Yeah, currently my goal is to S rank everything. So I have to get all these collectibles and not die within a stage. Woo! I'll just jump over everything. Oh god, which is nerve-wracking. I hope I didn't miss anything back there. Does this feel like doing a Rainbow Road? I'm just like looking back to see if I missed anything back there. Yo, we get to go on the planets. I say as if I haven't done this segment already. It's all fun to do, you know? You can like visually see the coyote time kicking in there. What? Okay, easy. Help. Help, I've got anxiety. Oh, I've done it!
You did the thing!
Oh, God, it's so nerve-wracking! I think that's actually... Is it a Swing Hana? Unlock a special outfit for Hana! Oh, hello! Yeah? Oh, I can be golden!
Oh, fuck.
Yo, look at me! I got sprinkles and everything! I'm gonna do this funny cut. God, yeah. Doing doing the climb like that is actually so easy. I have one other character I got a S rank with, and it's the one I'm dreading. Tori. No attack, dies in one hit, runs very fast, cute burb. It's so good. Oh yeah, it actually says where these are from. From Hollow Mento. I'll have to check Hollow Mento. I say hi, Dahlia. I wonder if I can just like I'm going to test something. Okay, do I have a double jump? Because I already got the collectibles one way. What if I just S rank it normally, you know? Does it matter if I do it all in one go or no? And this game is just so good. I like my funny little squeaks. Just going and not getting all the collectibles is so nice as well, though.
Yeah. Unless you want to get a fucking unique outfit for this funny bird.
Look at that,
So
though.
it doesn't sound worth it.
Look, in both, there's an S rank in both, so I might not have to S rank in one go, you know? I'll try to. If I die, then I'll just continue on, you know? Getting all the collectibles, and then I'll do it all in one go. That's the way I'm gonna do this now. Yeah, very fast burb. Umbrella jump scare.
Umbrella jump scare. It's gonna be a struggle.
Well, look, I just need to focus on getting all the funny little stories now. That actually puts a giant burden off my shoulders. I don't mind doing these levels twice, especially if the second time I can just go, you know?
Yeah, fair. That is a reasonable way to go about it.
Having no attack is the weirdest thing. I don't gotta care. Cause I just have one. Oh my god. Terrifying survival horror segment right there. You know, don't know what else I expected. God, just going the next try seems like it's going to be so much fun. Hey, can I even? I know there's like things at the tippy top over here. Does? Yeah, I guess if Tori can just do that. What? This game just feels like such a delight. I really cannot get over just how good this game feels. Like, every character feels so good. Hey, this is a fucked up little segment as the bird. Yep! Oh, that's a fun So not all of those are checkpoints. That's actually very interesting. Okay, got all the funny collectibles. Yeah, I've been contemplating removing smooth turning as well, honestly. I still have it on for some unknown reason. I honestly couldn't explain why. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Take care, Fiona. Thanks again for the aid. Looks nice seeing you around. Oh god! Oh, I did not expect. Ooh, okay.
Are you good?
No, absolutely not. Do you see what happened to me, yo?
No.
I did like a 180 in midair and fucking was not prepared in any capacity for that.
Understandable.
It's a thing I don't mind, but man, it's so funny feeling this. I wonder if there are like moments where I could like save myself if I didn't have smooth turning on. There we go. We don't need to care about the collectibles. They're just fun routes to take. Boop. Like, nowhere to the show that I need to do both in one go. Done. This bird is so cool.
Wow, this bird's so cool.
Oh god, yeah. So this no smooth trading is wild. The like absolute control I have now. Hey, bird. You can definitely see when I like really try and micro adjust now. Cause every movement is just visible now. I can't hide anything. I think there's actually any... No, there are collectibles up here. Wow.
Fucking Christ, Lena.
What?
Just take what the game gives you. Fuck.
Lamau. Gotta go fast, Ev.
The fact you haven't died yet's absurd. Holy fuck, holy fucking fuck, your body's absurd.
Oh my god. Yeah, this bird just goes. Please don't tell me I missed one. No, 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 no! You're kidding me! No! Where did I miss one?
That bird too fucking fast.
I've got terminal depression now! I glanced over for like 2 seconds, and that was long enough to get hit. Yeah, it happens so much. Just missing like one. Like it's either 1 or 5, honestly. Woo! God, yeah. Oh, I know exactly where. I think you might have missed one. If it's a second candy cane level, I think I know exactly where you missed the one. Ooh. Ooh. Wait, did you see that umbrella just come from the sky for my fucking life? Oh, yeah. Yeah, if it was that level, it was closer to the end you might have thought. A funny little drop down in like the second to last segment. Oh, you got that one? Okay. Oh yeah, eventually. Oh. It was just me also acknowledging, remembering where that was. Why is this thing, like, back here still? I guess a letter must have been there. And it's just so awkward without a letter being there. Oh! Well, you know...
That girl's fall.
Yeah, I'll commit to just... You know, maybe I can do both in one go. Yeah, no wait, I was still at the beginning segment, huh? I didn't grab any other checkpoints.
You sure didn't?
I know there was one checkpoint I, like, had skipped over. I didn't realize there was just... Ooh.
Fucking umbrella.
God, no! I'm too cool for school! Game's trying to put me in detention. Into gay baby jail. Fuck it. Oh, okay, I'm... But, like, why do I care? Like... I'm just starting back from here, you know? Like, I might as well just restart level.
I mean, yeah. I don't see a reason not to.
I got this. Took that a bit slower. Whew. Hey, give me that. It's funny because I'm still gonna do this segment just so I don't need to deal with the enemies along the other path.
Yeah.
The Gaby jail. No! You know, I guess I deserve that. I absolutely thought, no, I'm actually petitioning that. I deserve it. I deserve to actually hit that bubble, not die. I think I absolutely intersected some aspect of that bubble. Okay, there we go. I haven't played the... I've never played the game Tori is from. I thought I had made enough movement. This bird has done something irreparable to my brain cell. This bird and smooth turning have, like, destroyed any semblance of, like, smart play from my brain.
Damn.
You know, for some reason my brain didn't register those were umbrellas that were coming to kick my ass until they were like 2 inches away from my face. I don't know if it was recent. I know in another chat I saw the Steam page for it. I'll have to check it out. Seems like a funky little game. And the other game Tuki's from. I'll be patient for this segment. They changed this segment recently, cause yeah, I guess they didn't think, oh, having the player do like one blind fall in the entire game was a smart idea. Cause definitely that one needing to actually drop down was kind of weird. Oh, Tori was, huh? Time sure exists.
Sure does, for some fucking reason.
I'm gonna ear out in case there's a knock on my door for food, because it's close to that time. I'm picking up the Hardee's logos, or Carl's Jr., you know, depending on what part of the United States you're in. I visited Hardee's or Carl's Jr.'s over there.
I have never seen either.
Damn.
Actually.
Fucked up. It probably would be Hardee's since you're also East Coast like me.
Yeah.
It's also fucked up that you've never seen either. It's just the better KFC. Like, legitimately, I prefer the fried chicken over KFC's. What is a duo PC setup? Like, monitor or... I only have one PC. Two monitors, one PC. Should have enough. I'm not one of those streamers that has like the gaming PC and then the streaming PC.
Honestly, the streaming PC is kind of a good idea, so there's completely no weight on the one that's handling the game, so you can have better settings, but like...
Hey, where the fuck are these 5 stars? You know what? I'm going to cash in the no resets here and worry about the stars later. I've been well. Still enjoying this game. God, both levels I have the stars issue. My eyes been like feeling funky today, which is weird. Like as we speak, like my eyes are just like watering for no reason. It's like that, you know that feeling of like when your eyes are heavy when you're tired, but I don't feel tired. My eyes feel tired, but no other aspect of my body feels tired. I don't know if this is a sign that I should like stop streaming and just rest my eyes. Oh, motherfucker, get away.
The game is kind of bright.
It is pretty bright. I'm having fun. I'm having fun with the video game. It's a good video game.
Good video game.
Really good video game. See, going to see an optical place sounds like that's money.
I think people in this economy have that.
I've committed to most likely never seeing a doctor again in my life because of money.
Wait, what was that drop down back there? Like actually, like not fake?
That's a real death drop down.
That's a real hole. Got it.
Yeah, I think they've removed any fake holes that lead to other things.
That makes sense.
I know, right? Especially when I'm just technically self-employed. Here we go. The trick is just to take care of myself. I don't think it's like a big issue with my eyes, honestly. I actually think I have everything this time. Yeah. Easy. This time I got the 2S ranks. What I missed here? I also want to see what Tori's funny, like, since Tuki had her own specific final stage, I want to see what Tori's is. I don't know why I decided to pronounce it as if it's a Japanese word for bird. I think Tori is Japanese for bird. T-O-R-I. Shit. No reason to restart now. Because I don't need to double S rank. Which means I should have grabbed that one checkpoint I just continue to decide to skip over. It's just like very vaguely out of the way with my movement, so that's why I don't take it. I still love that this game lets you use the bumpers to jump and walk with. It's such a nice thing. Here we go. How much faster doing this feels. It actually feels slower. Still feel like there's something over here I'm missing every time. There we go. Ooh, wow. My throat did a funny thing there of just feeling weird. Oh, I found where I missed it. It's this segment again. I keep forgetting there's something like behind you when you do that. Oh, okay, there we go. How did I do all of that like that? Hello? The camera was not suited for any of that I just pulled off. Which I think just goes to show like how good this game is, where even without the camera, like I don't know how to word what I want to say, so I'm just going to not finish that statement, and you all have to like pretend you know what the finished statement was.
Honestly, valid.
Yeah, fill in the blank, Lena edition.
Alright, I realize it's 5 p.m., so I'm gonna go feed my dog. So my family's now home. I'll be back in a bit.
Take care, I love you.
Love you too. Be like 5 minutes.
Love you, don't die.
I will!
But there she goes, dying again. Classic Ev maneuver. There I go. Finding the smallest crack to slip between and die in. I'm so glad I don't need to S rank reset wise. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh my, what? We'll do that thing where you like set up the bucket of water like above the door, but instead it's a bucket full of bricks. It'll be so funny. She'll love it so much. Here we go! Woo! You know, like Sonic Unleashed. I think this bird should be able to boost, like Sonic. I think that'd be funny. Easy. Yo? What is this bird doing? That makes me think I'm like safe from enemies while doing that. Okay. Yeah, like that's the thing I've been like wondering the longest, so let's test that. Yup. This entire time I was wondering how that specific thing would work, function as this funny little bird. You pricks! How dare! Yo! They followed me all the way down there! That's so fucked up. Fucking nice. Easy. Oh. I'm so sad they followed me down there. Otherwise, it would have been the easiest one go. Whoa, whoa! Game? What is... Everything... There's something wrong with my computer? Hello? Oh yeah, something's maxing out my CPU. Oh, Computer, you good? It beeped at me for a moment. What is going on? Everything seems chill now. That was weird, but hey, everything's okay. Yeah, that was a very weird boop. I don't know what that boop was all about. Gonna be real. My computer has gained sentience. No clue what happened there on it still. But hey, everything's fine, so you know. This is like usually the moment where like stream mode suddenly goes offline and y'all wonder, oh fuck, what happened to Lena? Did their computer explode? Damn. Come. And that's the only part of that entire sentence I fixated on. Please understand. I'm a simple girl. Exactly! But usually, you know, it's the opposite way. I'm not thinking by that moment. Dead empty. Aww. You know, I didn't... Hey, have there always been that many enemies during that moment? What the fuck was that? Oh, I played a lot of that as well. I have no mouth and I must hear pretty good as a game. It's way better than the short story in my opinion. It's not, you know, for everyone. That game is very yeah. I'm so upset. I just slid off that balloon. Yeah, the game's heavy. Like me. For different reasons. Yeah, fat fall, you know? 'Tis the season. As it were. Okay, so actually, with Tori, you have to stay within the meter to get your funny little shield. That's a thing I wanted to test. So that's, nice. God. I really hope I get all the stories. I'll be so sad if I'm missing a few stories at the very end. Okay, I believe I have everything because, yeah, this is a stage of the funny little go around the goal. Go up. Okay, now to do these without resets and not worry about stars in any capacity. Just go. Ooh, give me a moment. That must be food. Food, in fact, did arrive, so I'm actually going to toss us to the BRB screen now, so I can eat my food. I'm just going to let this music rock, because it's good music, honestly. However, I have very crunchy bread, so I'm going to mute up as I eat. Thanks all who's been watching so far. So I'm realizing this pain of my eyes is really not going away. So I might call the stream here actually, because I want to rest my eyes, I think. I want to keep pushing myself as much as I'm loving this game. Just kind of had that thought as I was eating, like, yeah, no, I'm not having, my face does not feel good, yeah. I'll probably S-rank everything on my own time in this game. But yeah, thank you all for coming out and watching. This game, very good. Please, you know, if you can, support these devs. They deserve it. This is just one of the best platformers I've played. Gonna send you all over to Lavin, who's playing God of War Ragnarok. Yeah, I'll catch you all later. I'm gonna do plug my usual thing. Tomorrow, look forward to the Paper Mario Randomizer, the birthday stream. It's gonna be a time, TM. My first time doing a randomizer for Paper Mario. And it seems like it's going to be a lot of fun with the settings it has. But yeah, catch you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.